design aesthetics and roadmaps. Oh, Profit is with
Yep.
us. Who do we still wait for, Sonia? We have 2 out of the 3 guys, right?
Yeah. What are we waiting for? Let's get started then.
Yeah, let's get started. Let's get rolling.
So what questions did ChatGPT prepare for us today?
ChatGPT prepared the first question and the greeting for the guys. Hey guys, tell us about yourself and tell us about the Eve protocol that you're currently working at.
Yeah,
In broad
maybe quick.
strokes, and then we'll expand on all the
Yeah, maybe
necessary
quick
points.
bias how you got into crypto and into Web3 development. How did this all
Okay.
start? With?
Okay. Let me start. So yeah, my name is Vlad, and my my way to Web3 development wasn't the standard because initially I worked in the finance industry. I was initially I was a bank analyst and I became a bank product manager, but it's very boring actually, and uh, and then one day I just met my friend, which invited me in his crypto project on the Waves blockchain. It was a reserve currency, which actually works somehow up till now. And uh, Then it was my beginning of web free entrepreneurship, and then I was CPO of another lending protocol, also in the Waves blockchain. It was a puzzle land, and a half of a year ago, uh, several core projects of Waves blockchain, which actually fielded a scammed main audience of Waves, and this is how I started to search for new blockchains, new platforms. I launched, I participated in developing of lending protocol Fuel blockchain, it's Swayland, and now we are launching the first lending protocol on Tom. So it is my short story of diving into DeFi.
Yeah, traditional banking is hard, it seems.
Yeah, so well, actually, it's just a bit more than 1 year since I started considering working in a crypto space, and it was the most interesting, the most captivating year of all my all my working career.
Oh wow! So crypto almost saved you. It showed you the path. Yeah. All right, Profit. Can you then introduce yourself and share a bit about your background?
Yeah, hi guys. I'm sorry for the background interview.
No
Yeah,
problem.
we can hear you. We can hear you with some
I can
noises,
hear
but
you well.
I think we will recognize.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
really sorry for the such as we bring down. So yeah, I'm Alex. I'm not really interpret. It's just in Discord. So I've been doing different projects since 16 years old, and from Web2, different hubs, names, and food waste startups, different platforms. And about half a year ago, I joined Web3 field by doing as my projects in Ethereum, and then moving to Town. First interaction with Town was by joining the hackathon, Prague hackathon, where I met my future co-founders of Evaa Protocol, and where we all of this started. This is in a nutshell how the story was.
Nice. Sonia, do you have any remarks or questions on your side?
Prophet, are you at the airport or something?
What do you say?
There's a lot of noise around you. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it's
yeah. Anyways, I think that's that's pretty much enough for the introduction. So let's go further to the EVAA finance. How do you pronounce, by the way, Eva or
Evaa
EVAA?
Protocol.
Eva
Evaa.
Protocol. Okay. Okay. So what was the inspiration behind launching the Eva Protocol at the very beginning? How did this
Yeah.
all started?
uh, uh, let me just comment shortly on the name of the protocol. So it's well, it was initially kind of blueprint of the name. It's was the first letters of names of co-founders. But then we just noticed that it's like Aave, but it's vice versa. So and up till now, it's just our blueprint naming. Now we are considering just change it a bit because we well, because the project was starting at the as a hackathon project, but by now we launching a mainnet version, and it matches with the moment of exponential growth of the Ton blockchain. So and just to make our naming more more habitual for perception, we think maybe to make it just Eva. So yeah, the correct spelling is Eva. Just
Hey, did I get you right that you are now considering renaming because of Ava, because it reads Ava Ava in reverse?
well,
Did a lot of people tell you about this naming issue, and
well,
that's
it's
why you
not.
started
But
considering?
isn't it intentional? I think it's.
Well, it was.
Yes, it's intentional.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it's
intentional. Well, now we're considering changing our name just to make it more audible, more because it's everyone asks us how to spell it correctly as you do. So and we see that it's better to shorten it a bit, or maybe to make it more similar to regular words.
interesting. Yeah.
Actually, other
That's the same
people
problem.
like
Someone calls
Say
Ave.
it again.
the other workers when I introduced them our protocol, they really like.
Oh, nice. That's an honor in my field, so to speak. Great,
Yeah,
recognized, great.
our DAO's CRM official partner is called introvert, and I mean extrovert, and they named themselves after their main competitor on the market, which is called extrovert. So I think that Ava and Eva, is a similar example. Might be. So on the market, actually, everybody knows about this story, and everybody knows that they are trolling each other. So I mean, in crypto space, I think it's just a fun fact, and I wouldn't even change the name. Actually, wouldn't replace, wouldn't delete the last A.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
Because even other they encounter this problem that people misspell them, mispronounce. Americans they tend to say Ave because it's like how you read it, and if it's Ave in reverse, then it should be pronounced Eva, right? Ave, Eva, not Eve or Eva.
Well, I'm not sure whether it's correct to inverse spelling, but within the team we name our protocol Eva. But okay, actually, any option is good as for us.
We can even call it a pot, but not put into the oven, as they say in Russian. Right?
All right, guys, let's move on. We already spent like five minutes discussing the naming issues, but yeah, I think that's cool, anyways. So can you give us an overview of what Eva Finance is and what problems it aims to solve?
Well, so first of all, it's let me start with introducing what lending protocol should solve in general. So, a lending protocol is a service that allows crypto holders to cash out their holdings without dumping those holdings, and it's some kind of the most basic use case. So imagine you have a lot of tons, and it can be a really huge amount. So because our future client will be both whales, just regular users, and other protocols. And in case of whales and other protocols, it's actually matters for those whether they sell their tokens and dump price, or they just provide it as a collateral for taking a loan. So our protocol will provide the service of lending and borrowing. And for borrowing, the user should provide some collateral, which will be greater than borrow. So say user provides $100 in tons, and it can borrow $70 in USDT. So it's just some basic action. And our users will so in case of big players such as whales and protocols, they will provide some tokens that they are bullish on or that they're holding for strategic needs, and taking a loans for developing their business or just for spending, and some regular users or just users that want to earn passive income will provide their tokens just as supply, so just like deposits in a bank. One other use case, and well, a lots of other use cases are building some financial tools, just like margin trading, or so it's short margin trading or long margin trading, uh, maybe hedging, or many other really tricky finance things. They all using lending and collateralized lending and borrowing under the hood. So we will be just kind of also a brick for constructing some other protocols. Say it can be some margin trading platform, or it can be some farming protocol, or even some stable coin, whatever. So is everything I described is clear, or I should dive deeper in some of these topics?
Yeah, so far it seems like it's a classical lending borrowing protocol, but just on the
Yeah.
network. Yeah.
Yeah. I just started describing it because on our in my previous AMA, I just started describing what are key benefits of Eva, but nobody just got the point of what I'm speaking of, because a half of audience have had no idea on what lending protocol is. So now I trying to make it different and start with describing lending protocol in general.
Yeah,
Well,
it's better. You don't know the audience, and I think it was useful anyways for
yeah,
our listeners. Yeah.
yeah, and well, talking of tone ecosystem, here is some differences which can be beneficial both for tone ecosystem and for our protocol. First is that a Tone ecosystem has a direct access to 700 millions of Telegram users. And recently, recently CAC regulations was cancelled. So let me let me just also introduce one thing. All this many know that several years ago, Telegram was developing his own blockchain named Gram, but then CEC banned investing in this protocol, in this blockchain, and it was the end of his history. And the developers of Telegram passed their developments to the community, and it was the beginning of Tone. But with it, all integrations of Ton and blockchain was banned for 3 years. So just 1 week ago, this ban was over, and this will be the beginning of further integration of blockchain and messenger. And this providing a room for making some social for building a bridge between social sphere and finance sphere, decentralized finance sphere, and first of all, we want one of statistics of decentralized finance. The most decentralized finance users do not open application with their phone. They just use it with their desktop. And this is very unusual from the product development perspective because in 2023, people just get used to use any services with their phone. But here is some difference. And this is because of poor poor user experience and this is a thing that will be different with Ton blockchain because all application will be focused on making some smooth experience within the Telegram messenger. So you will have some smooth access to lending and borrowing within application, and moreover, we are going to build some SDK, some just platform for building that these or that action within our protocol, or other some kind of a constructor for actions in our protocol. I will give you an example. We want to make influencers so to provide an opportunity to influencers, to crypto influencers that's making some strategies, making some investment advices, investment recommendations, and so on. Just inbuilt one key access to this action arise in those channels. So imagine some crypto channel where the host of the channel regularly posts how to make some farming scheme or some way of DeFi earning. We will give him opportunity to inbuild one key that's making possible to implement his scheme for any of his subscribers just in one tap. And so it's how it will work, and it's how we are willing to gain our traction among Web3 users, which all are users of Telegram in general. So yeah, that's it.
That's the biggest resource for sure, and the source of traction for all the projects building on Ton. How closely is Ton related to the Telegram right now, and how close are you with the Ton core team? Do you like communicate on daily, weekly basis, or are you like contributing to the Ton itself besides the Eva? How your roles are distributed? Maybe shed light on this.
Well,
Are you sitting in the same office, for example, with Telegram developers or Ton developers, or are you a totally separate project?
Yeah, can I also
Wow.
add your question, me, please? Because we also have a
Sure.
question in the chat about Tom. Our student wants to know about current situation around this blockchain, and maybe you can tell us about how you get acquainted with the Tone blockchain, and why did it come up for your Eva protocol, because of tiny fees, or what? Can you explain us that moment?
Uh, well, yeah. Well, let me start with a question from the chat. So, um, currently, Ton is in a very so. Well, currently Ton has several dexes and some liquid staking protocols is launching now. We are the first lending protocol, and we will uh, give some money legal for building on top of us for other protocols. And so there is no DeFi development without lending protocol in the core of it. But what actually we can see that now Tone ecosystem is exponentially is developing with the exponential pace, and recently Tone Foundation launched a liquidity mining program for attracting new users and new liquidity to the ecosystem, and we see that it actually works. And just for the last 2 months, TVL of Tone skyrocketed. I can't name the accurate figures, but you can check it in DeFi Llama. Yeah. And just well, one of the question was where someone can swap their funds. I can name that currently the best dexes on Ton are Didust and Megaton. Megaton is better in terms of deeper liquidity. Didust is better in terms of user experience uh, and capital efficiency. Uh, yeah, and about Tone team and Telegram team and us. So Telegram, well, Telegram is separated from Ton, but these teams are working together for some of projects. And well, I'm not the part of Ton core team, so I can tell for sure what's going on inside. But as far as I know, these teams are just working together for in collaboration, but it's as separate teams. We aren't a part of core Ton team. Ton Foundation, Ton Coin Fund, which is the core fund of Ton ecosystem, are going to become our lead investors. Now we are signing investment agreement with them. Yeah, I mean, in general, that's it. Maybe I missed some question. You can repeat it.
You're not
No,
under. You're not
protocol.
under. you're not under NDA to tell us the details about this financing round with Ton Foundation.
I mean, we're not under NDA.
Okay, great. Then it's, what is the amount of finance are you going to receive from Ton Foundation?
It's a lead investment. I mean, we cannot tell you right now, though, just from the not from NDA perspective, but just from our perspective. But it's a lead investment as an ecosystem fund.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, you asked us about what's going on with the Ton core team and how can how we are connected to them. So we're working closely together. So since they are funding us, they are helping us from the marketing perspective, and they promised us to help us with searching for new investors. But for now, our pre-seed round isn't closed yet, so there is a capacity for other investors. That's it.
So anyone from the chat right now can join the pre-seed round and take part in funding your venture. Guys, tell us in terms of TVL, you're number one lending borrowing protocol right now on Ton, or who are your main competitors on Ton right now?
There is just no other lending protocols. We're the only one and the first. Yes.
So it's like a monopoly there, right?
Well, so far we are in the monopoly, but I think
yeah. Well, let me give you some details about developing on Ton. So it's the Ton blockchain is a bit different from technical perspective from the EVM chain than just from most of other chains.
Yeah, Vlad, maybe expand a bit on the peculiarities of the Ton chain. What makes it unique and what differentiates it from Ethereum, for example?
Well, I started answering on topic of monopoly, but this is kind of connected topics. So let me start with monopoly. So developing on the Ton blockchain is a bit different, and for now it's a bit more complex because the blockchain is built so that building for developing is more difficult, but using from the user perspective is more but it gives more smooth interface for users, so more smooth user experience, lower fees, more scalability. So but at some price, and this is the price of working hours of developers. So this is why there is a big kind of start price of developing on Ton, and there aren't that many teams up till now. We start building lending protocol before the lending market could emerge, and we are still developing, and we spent it for it almost a half of year. So, and in 1 month, we're expecting our launch in the mainnet. But MVP development took just half of year for us. It's a lot. And about Ton blockchain, I missed what I'm talking it for. So and here is a reason why for now we are monopolists on the lending markets. So if someone if someone wants to start building a lending protocol, it will take for them just around a half of year, and it's can be risky when you aren't the only player on the market. So we kind of took the unique opportunity for it. Yeah, and talking of technical aspects of Ton blockchain, the main difference with the EVM chains
Is it
is
even
that,
a blockchain?
huh?
Is it even a blockchain in first place?
Yeah, it's blockchain.
Okay.
But the main difference is that it is non-atomic and asynchronous. So from those who aren't tech guys, I will give you some basic description. What is it? So working on EVM, you can build a transaction which doing so uh, that will affect several smart contracts. Imagine in one transaction you can take a loan in a lending protocol, and then swap this loan for another token, then swap for some other token, and finally you will return your loan. So it's basically how atomic loans work. So you borrowing some funds for making some scheme and return loan. But what is the most important here is that it is all of this happens within one transactions, and and involves some actions of many smart contracts. It is synchronous approach of invoking some scripts on smart contracts. What is different with the Ton blockchain is that it is completely impossible, because two smart contracts cannot. So all communications between two smart contracts isn't never happens just within one block. It can happen in many blocks. So I mean that imagine you doing the same. In case of Ton, your borrowing of some loan will be in one block. The consequent swap in a DEX will be in other block, and returning of the loan will be in the third block. It seems just some negative aspect, but it gives some advantages. First of all, it allows Ton blockchain be scaled without any limits of scalability. I mean that any execution of smart contracts will happen on a different physical computer. So I mean that when you borrowing tokens in the lending protocol, this calculation will happen on one computer, and swaps and dexes will happen on other computers. And in talking of Ethereum, all the transactions should happen in one computer, and this leads to overburdening some physical computers, which decrease in throughputs every time someone invokes some large transaction. So it's decreases throughput of whole blockchain.
Yeah, a bit convoluted, but yeah. In terms of consensus, can you maybe clarify which consensus is it more like what consensus it mostly resembles, Nakamoto style consensus or proof of work or hybrid consensus?
It is proof
From
of
what
stake.
you just said, I understand that there's like no finality, yeah, in Ton blockchain. Or correct me if I'm wrong. From the issue that flash loans are impossible there.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I get your wording. What is not no finality?
It means that there's like no stage at which we can definitely say that the transaction is stored on the blockchain, and it is impossible to rewrite the block or reappend, reorg the chain itself. I guess it's
sure. There is no stage when you can rewrite any block.
okay. Yeah, interesting from the technical standpoint. Interesting.
Well, yeah,
mechanism.
but just to clarify, I'm more a business guy. I'm not a tech guy. So some things that I'm describing you, can be inaccurate. So
yeah, maybe Alexander has something to add to this.
Actually, Vlad said most of the things, so I think it's good.
All right.
All right, guys. So I think we have about 10 minutes left. So less technical questions in the end. Where is your team based currently, or maybe you're a distributed team in on various locations? And the second question: are you hiring right now any developers who might listen here or on our YouTube channel? Might be interested in joining your team, especially after you are getting your round, and will be definitely expanding.
Yeah. Well, first let me just describe our team. Well, the main part of our team is based in Prague, but one developer is in Lisbon. Me personally, I lived all of this time in Asia, but now I'm moving to Lisbon, but through Russia. So currently, I'm in Russia for 1 month, But yeah, our team is distributed, and we are hiring people from all around the world. One of our devs are now in Colombia, but actually it's a bit difficult for us to keep in touch with him because of a time difference. But he's a brilliant smart contract developer, and this is why we prefer working with this with that big time gap, but with him.
I thought
Yeah, guys,
you were going to. I thought you were going to say that it's difficult to be in touch with him in Colombia because of what Colombia is famous for.
Coffee.
no, guys, no cocoa, guys, no cocoa.
So yeah,
All right.
He's over caffeinated.
okay. And yeah, now we are hiring because what's actually in our roadmap is becoming becoming an exponentially growing startup, not just an MVP. So now we have a MVP front end. We have a lot to develop from the smart contract side, from the front end side. We need to improve our Telegram application and a lot of other developments. So yeah, we are. So now we are open for hiring new contributors. So if
What skills are you mostly looking for in new hires? What tech stack or languages? Or experience?
I think that React developers are in the so the biggest demand is for React developers. So we are looking for some highly proficient React developer for making some fancy looking front end. Also, we are looking for a designer, but not for a regular working, just for developing a design for us. So yeah, and also now we are looking for collaboration with some influencers. Actually, we are also open for these collaborations.
Nice. Let's slowly wrap it up, but maybe there's some questions from the audience. Diane, Artyom, feel free. Metzger, feel free to chime in and ask Alexander and Vlad. Yeah, regarding the designer role, I wanted to ask why is the font choice is that you've chosen impact on your website, but now that you've said about the designer, I get that it was most likely the developers who did the first version of your front end. So no questions to that then.
Oh. Sasha, do you want to add something on it?
Yeah. The design is clearly just we took what we have the best on market and try to take the best.
Yeah, it looks like a geek design, so nothing to, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of geek, and but at the same time, this is what Evaa Protocol uses. This is what Compound uses. So it's basic for Lightning protocols. But we are looking forward to drastically simplify. This is why we're looking for designers to make the user experience really smooth as possible.
Yeah, nice.
Especially
And
especially with the integrations in Telegram, I think we can have the perfect experience in terms of notifications, just accessibility from your day-to-day messenger and stuff.
so how do you see it? Is it like some notifications will come directly into Telegram? Like
Yes.
when you're
We have.
about to be liquidated?
Yeah, that's true. This is what just other apps make extra apps for them. But in our case, we have Telegram web apps, so it's much easier to notify users stuff and just promote the.
Yeah, great. But do you guys plan to have your own full-fledged desktop or web interface, or will all your efforts be on some Telegram integrations? And
Yeah, the primary goal is to make phone experience the best. Desktop will be good as well, but the idea to make it accessible for 800 million Telegram users. So I think mobile is the first.
yeah. And Vlad said before that Tone is known to be hard on developers. It's like really hard to develop apps for Tone, but it's really friendly for users. Vlad, can you maybe tell us more? What did you mean? Did you mean the Telegram integration, or did you mean some
No,
wallet apps, or like the whole experience
no,
of sending
no,
transactions?
no. I talk just of smart contract development. Well, uh, well, for now, our protocol is around 5,000 strings, and this is just an MVP with a very basic functionality, and it's not that's not all protocol. So I think 1,000 is coming in the upcoming months, and I'm not sure how many strings in compound code, but I've been reading it, and I doubt that there are so many strings to those. So it's just the matter of a lot of code, a lot of thinking on how it should work, some low-level calculations, some low-level communication between smart contracts. So actually, Eva isn't just one smart contract. It is a smart contract with there is a master smart contracts, and the common logic of protocol, say calculation of interest rates, is based in it. But all the data of users is stored in a user smart contracts. Any user, with the first interaction with a protocol, the master smart contract deploys a user smart contract. So I mean that when you supply your first deposits in Evaa protocol, you got your own smart contract that stores all your data and it calculates all the data which uh, which is connected to your account. It's made and it is some basic convention of developing on Ton. It is needed for allowing avoiding some boundless lists because say in Aave all the users are stored within one list, and every time you interacting with smart contract, it's trying to hard the data which is associated with your account, and it requires an additional gas. And on Ton blockchain, there is nothing like this because when you're interacting with a protocol, you interacting with your personal smart contracts, which stores all the data of your account, and it provides very easy access to it.
Yeah, thanks for clarifying. All right, guys. I hope we'll see you next time because really there's so much questions on Ton and on your protocol as well, considering the near launch of the protocol. So yeah, thanks for coming to our server and thanks for agreeing to conduct this stream in English. We'll be happy to see you next time whenever you wish to come.
Yeah, guys,
Thanks,
thanks
nice
a lot for
Thank
joining
you.
us today.
here. Thanks for your time.
Wish you and your protocol great success.
It was one of the most entertaining streams in a while. So
yeah.
Really.
And guys, now so now we have a test net, and you can come and test our functionality and maybe help us find some problems with the user interface. Now it's only MVP and some minor flows can happen. But we will make some airdrop for active testnet contributors. So
wow,
don't yeah. So yeah, now our protocol is live in testnet is on Ton testnet. So come and join to the testnet. We will appreciate any your contribution. Thank you.
Alexander,
besides testnet, we have a contest, Twitter contest for more active.
All right.
Great.
How can one participate on your testnet? Should be what wallet should we use, or what can we install some bots in Telegram? What do you suggest doing? What's the shortest path to becoming a tester?
Well, I will drop a link. Just tell me where to do it. So where to do it better. But
general chat or DeFi channel would suit best.
Okay. So I will drop it in DeFi channel. But to cut it shortly, you want to open Telegram web app or desktop version of our site, then you will receive your testnet tokens with a clicking on faucet, and then you just need to try to use our protocol, just like you will use it on the mainnet, and just it will be great if you try to trick it to maybe to take a loan without collateral, or maybe
Well, definitely would do this.
yeah. So some extreme case of using protocol are very welcome. So do whatever you want. Try to find something unusual in behavior of the system. We will highly appreciate it.
Okay, we'll do our best. Thanks. And yeah,
Sure, guys.
we'll be
Join the
waiting for you.
community.
Okay, guys. Yeah, thank you. It was really
Yeah.
warm AMA. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thanks.
I think, guys, we
Thanks.
will drop
Say,
See you
everything.
around. Yeah.
say hi to Pasha.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.